Hey guys, welcome back. So I thought I would do a quick little video just running through all of these different e.l.f. face duos. So just a quick little, like, not super fancy sort of video, but just running through the different ones, showing you swatches of them, briefly mentioning what I think about the formula of these, and doing a little mini review swatch video on all the different ones here. So I've got them all here, so let's get to it. Okay, came in close so you guys could see close up. So first color is Cantaloupe. So really like this one. I feel like it's very unique. So it is a light peach color and more on the yellow side of peach. So a very kind of unique sort of a shade. And then the highlighter is more of a champagne. And if there's any kind of a tone to it, I would say it's more on the peachy side. So a champagne with a slight peachy shift to it. Really beautiful. I feel like this is just such a unique color. Formula on these, love it. I really, really like this formula. Very blendable and very versatile. You can apply it lightly and just get a light amount of color. It diffuses and blends out very nicely, or you can get more color and really build it up and it builds on itself really well. I mean, or even you can start out by really putting your brush in there and getting a lot of product on your brush and blending, and you're gonna get great pigmentation right off. So love it, it's very versatile. And I mean, I just love how cute and little these are. Okay, next up is White Peach. White Peach. So this one is also a peachy sort of color, but it is deeper than Cantaloupe. So you can see it's more on the true peachy side, a little bit more depth to it. And then the highlighter is more of a deeper peach sort of a shade. So here is this one right here. I mean, look how pigmented that is. That blush is beautiful. And I mean, you can really see in the swatch how good that formula is. I mean, it's like a silky, buttery sort of a texture to it, just blendable and good. And then you can see right there, a little bit deeper of a peach highlighter. Beautiful. This next one is Guava. So this one is more of kind of a bright, I think Guava is a really good name for it. It's just a brighter, fruity kind of color. And then the highlighter is, I would describe this as almost a bronzy toned peachy highlighter because it's got a peachiness to it, but then it's got a little bit of like a bronzy undertone to it. Hopefully you can kind of see it there. It's just a little bit more depth and richness. Really, really pretty. So you can see that one. It's just bright. So this one, I would say the main describing word I would use for it is bright, but also a fun fruity sort of shade. This one's one of my very favorites. This is Watermelon, and it's a beautiful, I would describe it as a neutral, kind of peachy pink color, and then the highlighter is definitely a more pinky with a slight peachy undertone sort of a shade. But I like that this one is bright, but still neutral. So it can go with a lot of different makeup looks. I feel like this one's very versatile, but still a pop of kind of pretty bright pinkness, but not too bright. And again, great formula. This next one is Spiced Apple, another one of my favorites. This is so pretty. So I would describe this as a peachy terracotta nude kind of a color, and the highlighter is more of that bronzy sort of a highlighter shade. So here are the swatches on this one. Oh, so pigmented. This would be beautiful with a bronzy eye look. Just a really kind of fresh, sun-kissed sort of a makeup look. Really a pretty one. And also this is a great color that you can use as that blush bronzer sort of, you know, one and done kind of cheek product. So great for that. I think this one's another really good neutral. This is Lychee. So I would describe the blush as kind of a mauve-y, pinky sort of a shade. And then the highlighter is really kind of a mauve-y, pinky highlighter. That's how I would describe that one too. So you can see it here. Really nice for pairing with a lot of different makeup looks, richly pigmented. I really like that this one is a pink, but it's got that mauve-y sort of a tone to it, so it makes it a really good neutral sort of a pink. And Pomegranate is a richer, deeper sort of a color, so really beautiful for deeper skin tones. This is such a pretty kind of richer pop of color. So I would describe this as kind of a deep raspberry. So it's got that pinky tone to it, but just a little bit more depth to it. So it's going to be a nice pop of color. And then this one right here is kind of a, I don't know how I would describe that, kind of a bronzy pinky sort of a highlighter. Beautiful combo. And then lastly is Coconut. This one's awesome. This is a really nice, rich, matte, I would say satin matte, kind of a bronzy shade, and then the highlighter is a rich golden sort of color. So this would be great for so many different things depending on your skin tone. It could be a really nice bronzer, it could be a blushy bronzer, it could be a blush. I'm talking about this right here, and then just a beautiful highlighter. So this one's very versatile. This is probably one of my very favorites. I don't know if I'd say if that it's my favorite, but I would say it's in my top favorites of the bunch just because I feel like it's the most versatile of the bunch. Really a nice color on this one. I thought it would be helpful to swatch them all side by side so you can kind of see them in comparison to each other. But while I was doing that, it reminded me, I meant to mention that the highlighter in the Coconut Duo seems to be slightly more loosely packed, a little bit more gritty in texture. It's not unusable, it's still great for $3, but it's not quite as buttery and nice in texture as the other ones. So I just noticed that about that one. So just FYI on that. Okay, so starting over here, this is Cantaloupe. This one is White Peach. This one right here is Guava. This one is Watermelon. Next, this right here is Spiced Apple. Then Lychee. Then Pomegranate. I ran out of room there. Pomegranate and Coconut. So there they all are. Okay guys, so those are all the swatches. So man, I mean, if I had to narrow down favorites, I really like so many of them, but honestly, I love them all. I think they're all awesome, especially for $3. I think they're great. But if I had to narrow down favorites, I really like Watermelon, love Spiced Apple, I really like Lychee, and I love Coconut. So if I had to narrow down, those would probably be my favorites, but I think they're all great. So hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you. Please hit a thumbs up if it was, and let me know down below what you think about these. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on them. Which one is your favorite, or which ones are your favorite? Let me know that down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video.